don't pack. These 12 things on your next cruise. Packing for a cruise feels simple until something you packed gets pulled at security and held for the rest of your trip. The mistake isn't carelessness. It's assuming that anything safe to use at home is automatically safe to bring on a ship. Today, I'm showing you 12 things you should think twice about packing, plus what to bring instead. Let's get into it. Number 1. Clothing irons and travel steamers. That tiny travel iron may seem harmless, especially if you want your clothes looking sharp for formal night. But cruise ships usually restrict personal heating devices because of fire risk. That includes clothing irons, garment steamers, and similar appliances. Leave those at home. Most ships offer laundry or pressing services, and some cabins have approved alternatives. A small size doesn't make an item acceptable. A travel iron creates the same fire risk as a full-sized one. Number 2, coffee makers, hot plates, and immersion heaters. You might want coffee in your cabin or a way to heat water for tea. It's tempting to assume a small hot plate is no different from a phone charger. It is. Many cruise lines restrict appliances with heating elements, coffee makers, kettles, hot plates, immersion heaters. The issue isn't the size of the device. It's having a heat source inside an enclosed cabin. Use the coffee station, room service, or the beverage options your cruise line already provides. Number 3, surge protectors and the wrong type of power strip. This trips people up because plenty of products are marketed as cruise approved, but rules vary by cruise line. Some power strips or charging cubes are allowed if they don't include surge protection. Others get inspected or rejected outright. The safest move: pack a simple, non-surge charging cube with the ports you need, and check your specific cruise line's policy before you buy anything labeled cruise safe. I've linked a couple of approved options in the description if you want a shortcut. Number 4, candles, incense, and wax warmers. A favorite candle for winding down after a day in port sounds nice, but open flames are a serious safety concern on board. And many lines also restrict incense burners and wax warmers because of the heat they generate in a small space. Instead, bring a small approved air freshener or check whether your line permits a non-heating fragrance option. Never light a candle in your cabin unless the cruise line has specifically approved it. Number 5, drones and remote-controlled flying devices. Great for travel content, complicated for cruising. Some lines don't allow drones on board at all, and even where they're permitted on the ship, ports often have their own aviation, privacy, and security restrictions. Check the policy for your exact cruise line, ship, and destinations before you pack one. If you're filming content, your phone plus a small tripod is often the safer, simpler setup. Number 6, hoverboards, electric scooters, and self-balancing devices. These run on batteries that have raised safety concerns, so cruise lines commonly restrict hoverboards, electric scooters, segways, and similar devices, even ones you use daily at home. This matters most if you rely on one for mobility. Don't assume a mobility scooter is treated the same as a recreational hoverboard. Contact the cruise line ahead of time with the exact device, model, and battery type. That one call can save you a major headache at check-in. Number 7, weapons, realistic replicas, and oversized knives. Seems obvious, but passengers still get caught off guard by what counts. Cruise lines can restrict firearms, ammunition, replicas, realistic toy weapons, martial arts gear, and knives over a certain blade length. Security may also flag items that could be used as weapons, intent aside. Check your cruise line's current prohibited items list before packing anything unusual. What's normal at home may not fly in a controlled port environment. Number 8, fireworks, flares, and explosives. Skip the celebration fireworks, the emergency flares. anything containing explosive material, including realistic imitations. These aren't just against the rules, they can create serious legal trouble. For celebrations, use what the ship offers. For emergencies, rely on the vessel's equipment and crew instructions. Number 9. Pepper spray, mace, stun devices and similar products. Many travellers pack these to feel safer in unfamiliar ports, but cruise lines commonly restrict pepper spray, mace, tasers and other incapacitating devices, even where they're legal back home. Instead, research your ports ahead of time, stick with your group, use official transportation, and follow the ship's safety guidance. Number 10. Marijuana, CBD, and THC products. This is where cruisers make the most expensive mistakes. A medical card or a legal purchase back home doesn't mean it's allowed on board cruise lines, and countries all set their own rules, and many explicitly prohibit marijuana, THC, and CBD products, including oils and gummies. Don't pack them, don't repackage them, and don't rely on what someone said in a Facebook group. Confirm the official policy before you travel. Number 11. Large batteries, compressed gas, and oversized aerosols. This one catches divers, campers, and anyone traveling with medical equipment off guard. Cruise lines can restrict large batteries, gas cylinders, propane tanks, compressed air containers, and oversized aerosols. If you need to travel with medical equipment or a specific battery, contact the cruise line in advance and ask what documentation is required. Security isn't only screening for weapons, they are screening for fire hazards and pressure risks too. Number 12. Paper door decorations and anything that creates a fire hazard. A popular cruise tradition, but rules differ by ship. Some lines restrict paper decorations outright or require specific attachment methods. Tape, adhesives, magnets and hooks can be an issue if they risk damaging the cabin door. Before you buy decorations, check your ship's policy, and if they're allowed, use only the approved method and never block signs, numbers, handles, or safety equipment. Before you close that suitcase, run through 5 quick questions. Does the item create heat? Does it involve a flame, large battery, gas, or chemical? Could it be mistaken for a weapon? Does it fly, drive, or transmit a signal? Is it named specifically on your cruise line's prohibited list? A yes to any of those means it's worth 5 minutes to verify before you travel, because rules aren't identical across Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Princess, Celebrity, or MSC, and can even vary ship to ship within the same line. So here's the move. Pull up your cruise line's official site, search prohibited items, check it against your specific ship and sailing, and if you're still unsure, call and get an answer in writing before you go. That 5-minute check beats losing something you paid for at the terminal. I've linked a few cruise packing essentials below: packing cubes, wrinkle releaser, towel clips, and travel organizers I actually use. Just double check anything you buy against your cruise line's rules first. Which one of these surprised you? Drop a comment with your cruise line. It might save the next person in the comments from losing something at the port. And if this helped you pack smarter, hit subscribe. I'm covering a new cruise tip every week. And you don't want to find out the next rule the hard way, standing at the terminal. Thanks for watching and have an amazing cruise.